I'm going to talk about science and technology, and I'll point out the differences between the two. None is bad, none is good. We both require various capacities. Science is a way of knowledge, technology is a way of doing things. Science is finding the cause and effect of something, whereas technology is about developing new way to do something. A scientific analysis is about fact finding and creating or discovering theories or laws of nature, whereas a technical analysis will involve designing or creating a new way or a new solution. When we talk of a scientific process, the focus is on understanding a natural phenomena, and in a technological process, the focus is on understanding man-made environment. In a scientific process, a discovery is made through a controlled experiment, whereas in a technical process, things are focused on designing, inventing, or producing a solution. In a scientific process, conclusions are drawn based on theories and accurate data and a careful analysis. Whereas in a technical process, it is about taking decision based on a certain model. Science is about bringing in an experimental and logical proof that can be verified. Whereas in a technological process, it is about solving a problem, testing something, or to produce a outcome. When it comes to the underlying principle of science, it is about discovery and understand the natural world. When it comes to technology, it is about inventing and applying something. Science is the study of structure and the behavior of the physical and natural world via observation and experiment. On the other hand, technology is applied for specific knowledge for practical purposes. Science is about discovering a fact, discovering the truth of the matter, discovering the reality of things. It is a branch of knowledge where things are systematically arranged and it enhances the understanding of a journal law. Whereas in technology, it is something that deals with the creation and the technical means to a practical end to satisfy a human need. Science is based on the pursuit of knowledge, investigation, causes, reasons, particular phenomena. Technology, on the other hand, is practically apply that scientific knowledge in some way. Science is a process or method of discovering facts with evidence, something that can be verified with proof. No opinion, simple, solid facts. But when it comes to technology, it is a way of addressing human needs, making life easier, making work easier, designing solutions around it. Science in itself is absolute, whereas technology is prone to change. For example, gravity is science. It existed 100 years before and it will continue to exist. Whereas in a technology based thing, needs of the society change, new inventions happen, and change happens at a very fast pace. Science, as I told before, is a study of cause and effect, and technology is all about solving a problem. The underlying principle of science is the pursuit of more knowledge. Technology, on the other hand, is about solving a problem, creating new products. When it comes to science, it always begins with a question and then seeking an answer to that question, developing explanation for the observations about the natural world. For example, someone may wonder why the sky is blue, why the phases of the moon are the way they are. That is science. Whereas when it comes to technology, it is aimed at producing a desired effect with logic that is common principle between the two. It is about applying the concepts and creating a useful product. I am reminded of these famous words by none other than Albert Einstein. The human spirit must prevail over technology. So now I'm going to share 5 steps to develop scientific thinking. And these can be applied in business, in any field of life. Once you approach with these 5 questions in mind, your approach and understanding will be at a very different level. 5 simple rules and questions to understand if you are operating with a scientific bent of mind. Science, as I told you, questions authority. It begins with a question in mind and then seeking an answer to it. That's the first step. Step 2 is about doing your own analysis, doing your own thinking. Then comes step 3. You develop a hypothesis, you test the idea, and you create some observation and experiment around it, and then lead into evidence. And while doing that, one of the most important steps is step 4. That is really understanding with the right perspective in mind that I can be wrong. And you even question yourself. You could be in 2 positions. I know that I'm right versus how do I know that I'm right? It is one way to know that I'm right, and very, very different to know that how do I know that I'm right? Once you walk in with that perspective, you bring in a lot of openness to what you're doing. And that concludes into the last step, which is the step 5. That is, whatever the observation of that hypothesis leads you into, you follow that. You embrace that with an open mind, an open heart, and an open will. Thanks for watching.